Alright, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to change this beauty to more advanced beauty. Check this out. So here's the package. Let's see what's inside. Alright, let's open it.
This is Orca.
So this is Orca, and this is the main and first piece of our smart boat yacht environment. And let me explain why. For anybody who don't know what Orca is basically a new type of chart plotter. This is tiny thing is your new chart plotter, and I mean, I don't know how it's gonna perform. This is my first time trying to install it, but I like it more as a concept, more as in traditional chart plotters. How you can see, this is our traditional setup. This is basically a vanilla view of your boat, whereas no other chart plotters are installed right now. And as soon as you start installing, let's say, autopilot, chart plotter, depth meter, I don't know, like, you name it, like any other component, we've been in a boat show, and it's like every company you're planning to install has its own kind of device or gauge or anything. So basically your instrument clusters start looking like a, I don't know, like cockpit of a plane, or you know, it looks terrible. What I want to do, I want to minimize impact on my dashboard, and I want to maximize amount of my money which left in the pocket, because you know, each chart plotter costs several thousands of dollars, and they will be outdated like really fast, basically a couple years, and they looks like really outdated even right now. I don't know, but can we like put some of the photos
Sure.
of current interface, how they looks?
It would be.
Yeah. It looks, I don't know, like from 2000s, like really. I've been in a boat show this year, and I was asking a guy, is there like any real reason why and how I want to install? And he kind of like, yeah, you know how you're gonna control your autopilot, let's say. Orca. At least it's supposed to be. I have no idea. We will figure it out right now, but it's supposed to know how to like control your autopilot, connect to all your boat systems, which we don't have yet. And this is why we decided to start with Orca, because it is going to be like our main head component, and everything's supposed to connect to this component later on. And let's try to connect it.
And for now, we'll try to connect it with our iPad.
Oh yeah. Another thing which worth to mention, why not just to use Navionics? Because Navionics is like perfect for an iPad and everything, but there is one major issue with Navionics. When you want to use it with iPad, you need to make sure what you will buy cellular one which with 4G internet iPad version. Mine doesn't. So mine is just only Wi-Fi version, and it does not have GPS antenna in it at all. So this is $1,000 gadget, doesn't have any GPS in it, and I cannot use basically any navigation system. This is what I have to use with it. Alright, don't worry about mess over here, but this dongle here is basically Garmin external GPS tracker, whatever it is. This thing costed like $200 just to make sure what the iPad would be able to track your GPS location. And I want to say, this thing sucks, like really. It loses connections all the time, it overheats, the battery, yeah.
We never know, because it's always on the charger.
Yeah, it's always on the charge, so I mean, it's... I need to find the wire, wait a second. And the worst thing about this Garmin GPS thing, what sometimes it just lost GPS signal, and sometimes it happened right underway. I mean, yes, it is our specific use case, because we have iPad without GPS and we have to use with Garmin, which sometimes lose connection. But this is a really inconvenient way of using this setup. Plus, Navionics again looks like outdated software. It doesn't. It's not comfortable to use it. I mean, I don't know. Am I just the only one, or everybody also agree what it looks like from 2000s? I mean, look at this interface. Like, what? I didn't finish cleaning up all wires over here, so don't look at this mess on the right. So everything should look like this. This is already finished part. So how you can see, everything is installed right now, and everything looks pretty dope. This is the only one thing. We still have like a couple of near 1,000 connections hanging out at the top. But I think I will just keep it everything as it is, and I will come back to you after several week or two and see how it perform and give you my honest opinion. So I decided to reinstall the core because I don't really like how it is installed because it's upside down. I'm pretty sure what it can affect GPS antenna receptacle, so I want to put it in a normal position, and to do so I unscrewed this platform. How you can see, it was like this. It has like 3 Torx 20 bolts, and you just unscrew this thing, remove the middle piece, and see it also have this thing for the wires, which is kind of cool. So let me assemble it really quick. Well, I failed to install it properly. I tried to calculate offset because see the screws right now installed properly to this thing, but they have a little offset, so I had to turn them a little bit counterclockwise. Alright, we'll stay there like this. We will calibrate compass and everything should be fine. So except this little hole and it's not properly aligned. It's damn. Alright, it's gonna work. So it's been some time since the beginning of the video, but I can say for sure it's impressive. It's not perfect, yeah, for sure. I mean, like everything, it couldn't be like ideally perfect. So let's start from the cons. I'll tell you what I didn't like, and after start why I still want to use this thing. So cons. First of all, it's a lack of information, because again, if you will compare to all other companies, they've been on the market for quite a long time, they have a lot of information. Orca, how I understand, they're on the market like for a couple of years, and they have lack of like pretty much of basic information. Let's say they still don't have gas stations, and whether it's kind of so if you're talking about like gas stations, yes, they just don't have them, but I talked to the team, they're looking for new supplier of information who will just provide all this information for them, but at the current state they don't have gas stations. I have to use Navionics to find gas stations, so all right, that's kind of strange. Whether I would say I didn't like it, was it in Navionics, I didn't like it in Orca. It's just it's just wrong. The wind direction, the current speeds, some basic stuff like temperature, wind direction, tide schedule, yeah, it's gonna be fine. But if we going for more advanced, like speed of the current during like high-low tides, it just shows zeros everywhere, and usually it's actually like 4 or 5 knots. So yeah, I mean, I cannot say what it's like. Downside of Orca is just the matter of thing, but you still have to use a third-party source of information for the weather forecast. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you use for weather, because I'm using Ocean Connects if I need like really precise weather for our North American region. Holy Another thing which I didn't really like, it's how after routing works. Here would be a couple of screenshots how it does look like. It doesn't look like this all the time, and again, in a terms of use, it says what all these routes is just basically for kind of suggestions. So it's not like it's not the main navigation device, right? Same for Navionics, same for Orca, but it's not perfect. It's fine when it's let's say going on the far distances. Let's say if I need to go 20 nautical miles and it goes in between islands and so on and so forth, yeah, it's fine. But if we're talking about like navigations in tide channels, let's say as we are in a Falls Creek or under the bridges, it's quite tricky so far. I would not trust it for now, because how you can see in these screenshots, after rerouting, I really like this feature compared to Navionics, but we will come back to this feature later on when we were talking about pros. But at the same time, it's sometimes behave a little bit unpredictable when you're trying to avoid the obstacle or something. I mean, it is what it is. And the last thing, which I didn't really like, but it's an roadmap for the development team to fix it pretty soon, which I will make separate video because it's quite a huge deal. It's anchoring. The Orca have really cool feature of connecting to the Wi-Fi network and remote control, which we'll talk a little bit more next. But it basically doesn't have anchoring watch as a normal feature right now. So technically, yes, they do have anchoring watch, but the problem is what you can only use this anchor watch only if your device is on. So basically you have to have your screen keep on, and it's not synchronized with all of your devices. So basically if I will launch Anchor Watch on my iPad, I would not be able to see it on my phone, and it doesn't affect the Orca Core itself. So basically it's just an app feature so far. Development team, how they have all announces what it's one of their like huge updates which is coming, but nobody knows when it's coming. So I will make a separate video because for now I have to use a separate app for Anchor Watch. It's Anchor Pro, and for Anchor Pro, because we're using iPad all the time for our Anchor Watch, I still have to use this Garmin dongle which I showed you earlier. So I don't use the Garmin dongle for navigation, but I still use it for Anchor Watch, which just sucks. I really wish Orca will publish this update as soon as possible, because it would be a huge deal breaker for us, because right now we live full time on the boat. We live full time on Anchor, and have a really nice Anchor Watch is crucial for us. So Anchor Watch is like must have, like so far. And I believe this is all for things which I didn't really like, and let's switch to things which I really like, because that's a lot. And doesn't matter if the things which I didn't like seems to be kind of like a lot for you. Trust me, like things which is cool are way better. So first of all, it's interface. Damn, it's like, I don't know, like it feels like I'm using a Tesla kind of like UI UX. It's so good. Like all animations, all interactions. It's just a modern app. Like, you know, not like Navionics. It's just good. Like really good. Like navigations through the interface, how everything is located, how easy it is to use. yeah, sometimes you can see like some kind of bugs, but they're updating it. Like updates coming like pretty often. So yeah, all right. Interface is a really huge thing. I really enjoyed the interface. I again, like I'll tell about it like a lot, but for me, it's the first thing which you see. As a game designer, I mean, I cannot watch something like Windows 2000 kind of graphic interface. It just looks terrible. Like it's just bad. So next huge deal breaker for me, it's Wi-Fi monitoring and even like opportunity to connect up to 5 devices. I'm not sure. We don't have so many devices we can connect, so we didn't test it. But I'm pretty sure I know what we can connect both of the phones and iPad at the same time, and they work flawlessly. So why it's a huge deal breaker? Because how I said earlier, we've been in the boat show this year. They had like brand new Garmin chart plotters, and the thing is, all right, perhaps you install a chart plotter in your dashboard, everything's fine. You wanna, let's say, go to Flybridge. So only one options which you have to have is to install a second chart plotter on the Flybridge. So you have to install 2 chart plotters. I'm not even talking about the aspect of how much they cost, but they have a new feature which is remote control via your tablets, sort of thing. So basically they create a Wi-Fi network, you connect to this Wi-Fi network, and you would be able to connect to your chart plotter and change some parameters. The guy even didn't tell me which parameters I would be able to use, because he told me I would not be able to change all parameters or control all autopilots. So it would be like some controls, which this is what he told me. Like, I mean, this is information which he gave to me. So, but the biggest thing, you can connect only one device to existing network, or maybe 2 devices, which is like nothing. But it's not the biggest thing. You have to connect to Wi-Fi network, which will be created by chart plotter. So it means if we have Wi-Fi via Starlink, I cannot connect to both of the Wi-Fi networks at the same time. So basically, if I want to have remote control, I will not have internet. So what the fuck is the point? like what the point of this remote control if I cannot, like, let's say the boating thing as general is pretty boring. Like, you know, for hours nothing actually happens while you're going somewhere. So it means if I will use an iPad and there would be just on the chart plotter, I cannot, like, let's say, play the music or watch the video or anything at the same time, because my Wi-Fi network is occupied by this chart plotter. This is stupid. Like the most stupid thing which I ever seen. It's super outdated. So Orca, this is like so cool. Again, it can create its own Wi-Fi network, and you can create just connect directly if you don't have Starlink. But it's not the point. All chart plotters, how I say it, can do this. The huge deal breaker, what Orca can connect to our existing Wi-Fi network. So just to make sure what you understand, we have Starlink. The Starlink has a Wi-Fi router, and it shares internet for all our boat. Orca connects to this Wi-Fi network, and we don't need to connect to Wi-Fi network at all. We just open it up, and it automatically connects through our Wi-Fi network to the Orca Core. So we can use internet and we can use Orca at the same time. And the most cool thing, what we still can use Orca when we somewhere outside, because we have internet all the time. We have internet 24/7. We are not on a boat. We can just open up and we can see where our boat is, all parameters, all voltages and everything was connected to NMIA 2000 network would be in this app. This is amazing. Like, I mean, this is like a huge deal breaker. this is like must have, like really must have. Only this one feature, it's like, I don't know. That's if you don't have it, I mean, it's like how you do boating, how you control your stupid boat. I mean, like, so yeah, remote control is must have. Again, anchor watching thing, they still don't have it, but because I can connect remotely to my boat, I still technically can see my locations, and because it can draw kind of like breadcrumbs, how they name it, tracing lines where the boat was, I can actually see kind of the radius around the anchor and kind of direction, because the Orca Core had the compass, so it constantly show me direction when I'm remotely where my boat is pointing at, where it is located. It's kind of anchor watch, but it's not there yet again, so it's nice to have. We'll see what's gonna be in the next update, but because it's just a software feature, I'm just wait for the next update, and it would be like super exciting. Another huge thing is like future proof and how easy it was to install. I believe I installed it maybe like in 10-20 minutes first time, and reinstall it second time maybe same 20 minutes or so. So basically it's like nothing. I didn't have to like cut a hole in my dashboard. I just drill a couple holes and that's it. They also have like a sticker, so technically you can just glue it to the wall somewhere if you don't want to drill a hole or something. But I would say the coolest thing, it's future proof, because I've seen so many boats with the old electronics which is installed, and I know that it's just a pain in the ass to update electronics, because A, it's cost a lot, B, you basically already destroyed your dashboard, and there is a chance that nothing is gonna fit in your existing hull, and you need to or increase the hull and buy more bigger and more expensive thing which will fit in this hull, or rebuild your whole dashboard, which is again pain in the ass. With a core, you update your devices like, I don't know, depends on you, like couple of years, once every 2-3 years you update your phones. If you have a tablet, you update your tablet. Orca even does have their own tablet. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to hear more about the tablet. We don't have it, but I perhaps can talk with Orca, and maybe they will send it to us for review. I don't know. I don't need it because I have an iPad. But yeah, if you want to watch it, I mean, we can make it a video. Let's say there would be like 2-3 years from this on, there would be Orca Core 3 or 4, or you name it, doesn't matter. You just remove the old one, put a new one in the same place. That's it. And you still have your new devices which still can connect to this network. You have new updates, new everything. I mean, this is a future-proof thing. A lot of people don't really think how they're gonna use those outdated like chart plotters in like 3, 4, 5 years, because I'm not sure all of these companies are gonna be providing so much software updates in the next several years. I believe they will like I don't know, couple of updates and that's it. So think about it this way. So let's wrap it up. If we will kind of consider all information which I just provided to you, and how it all looks like, even with all kind of like cons which I mentioned earlier, would I still buy it right now? Yes, because with such a huge unique features which is provided Orca, it's quite a deal breaker. And yeah, I mean, you can think about it's my not honest opinion or something, but I mean, it's you do you, but I will continue to use Orca, and I'm pretty sure there will be more videos about it. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and put a thumbs up to this video. That's it for today, and see you in the next one.